doesn't block from seeing the seashells. So here we go. Let me keep going. There's a NASA, a button. Marginella, King Crown, there's a King Crown on the far end, and then I'll come back on the upper rack line to see if anything new popped up. So down there you can go through the bushes, the branches, maybe find some more. I haven't gone. I'll leave it for the event. Always rake where there's leaves just to see if you find anything new underneath. Right here is a nice sized marginella. King Crown. Here's a marginella. King Crown. Marginella. Auger. Up there, do I see anything else? Get a little closer. Oh, is that what I think it is? A thick lip drill? Let's see. It is. Question is it broken? Oh, the bottom half is broken. Too bad. There's a King Crown. Found that instead. There's a marginella. Don't need to go out there. Here's the upper rack line. Oh, here we go. Now that's a thick lip drill. The top is broken, but I'll take it. He's not so badly missing stuff. Here's a NASA. Here's a marginella. Let me break this. This is always here. Nope, won't come off. Let me break the branch. There we go. And right here is a Melampus. Very nice. Very nice find. It looks like a marginella, but the aperture is different. Usually it's a dark brown, or a slight tan brown, rather than yellow from a marginella. You see a comparison? Here we go. A Melampus and a marginella side by side. That's the back side. The marginella, the Melampus looks more of the top of a cone. And here's the aperture. Let me see if I can get both. And that's a land snail I'm showing too at the same time. So yeah, look at the apertures between the two. The marginella has a lip. The Melampus does not. Let me see, raking here if I find anything else here. Here's a marginella. Here we go. Yellow reflector from a boat. I'll keep it to throw away. Pointed Venus. Here's a king crown. Another king crown. Marginella. NASA. Here's a egg cockle. Here's a small whelk, pear whelk. You can see the spots on it still. Nice. Ah, here we go. Here's my favorite, one of my favorites. Thick lip drill, perfect condition, long tip, long bottom and top. Look at that. Very nice. This is a small little egg cockle. So small you can barely see it. It blends with my hand. Is this a worm? Nope, that's just garbage. All right, let's keep going. Here's a king crown. Yeah, those big thick lip drills are a good find. Surprise finds. I think I picked this up earlier last time. It's a mud snail. It has a broken top. Usually it's a lot dark red. I'll take it anyway. Anything else up there? Here's a thick lip drill. Right up there. You see it? Wow, just laying there. Look at that. Great condition. They look beautiful as is. You can also acid wash them and you'll see the true color come out of them. Anything else over here that I'm missing? No. Nope. There's a king crown, a NASA, 2 Marginellas. Alright, let's keep walking. Leave all this stuff for the 21st where they can pick up lots and lots of shells here. All they gotta do is rake. Oh wait, there's nice. You see, I can distinguish the top of a thick lip drill versus a regular whelk. Look at that. Very nice. Another one. This one's completely sliced, but you can see the effect of it. Very nice. Alright, what else? Always keeping an eye out for Wentleigh traps. Marginella, NASA, a button, a Pointed Venus, continuing on. Anything worth looking here? That's a big slipper snail. Oh, but the king crown, it's a dark chocolate king crown. Very nice. Versus a regular king crown. See? Anything else? Wow, these look like more Wentleigh traps, but they're actually, it could be a ladderhorn, the way it's opening up like that. Yeah, I think it's a ladderhorn. I'll have to put that in my tube and check it up against my book. It's always good to have a book or the website where you can identify shells. See the differences in their aperture and everything. Oh, look at these. There's Marginellas everywhere here. And king crown, NASA's. Wow. That's broken. There we go. Look at that. Minus the surf clamps. Alright, keep going. I hate to step on all the shells, so I'm just going to walk around, step on the water instead. So don't ruin any good shells that I might have missed and accidentally stepped on and break. There we go, Marginella, 2 of them. saw king crown. Do I see anything else worth going out there for? Let me do a quick rake. No. Alright, let's head back. So I started back here. Alright. I ended back here before I turned around. So let me continue looking. There's a king crown. King crown. Very nice. Empty. I see a nice yellow NASA. Let me, right here, stands out nicely. Marginella. That's it, those two. After a while, you start noticing which shells are which, just by their shapes, by their color. If they're right side up or upside down. The more you do this, the more you become familiar with all the different shapes. Look at this barnacle right here. Nice. Cluster. I keep that. That's a pointed Venus, very small. You see, okay, so this is an example. Right here I see the lip of a thick lip drill. That's all I see. Let's see if it's complete. And of course it is complete. Look at that. Beautiful. And then look, I see another lentil trap hidden right there. And oh, this is a big one. Look at the aperture, how perfectly circled it is with the little lip on it. Very nice. Let me put them away in my tube. Let's see how many we have. Not much this morning, but there's always still another couple minutes before I should find more. Keep going. Sometimes they're hiding underneath the leaves. That is a sharp NASA inside a king crown, stuck inside. I picked up two marginellas and a NASA. Look at that view, very nice. I see button shell hidden. There's a NASA and a button shell next to each other. Look at that. There's a bubble. Complete. Gotta get rid of the feather. There we go. And a king crown with a seraph stuck in it. I can take it out later with a toothpick. There's another king crown. Let's keep going. 2, 3, 4, 5 king crowns. I must have dropped one. Yep, I did. There it is. Oh, here's the thick lip drill again. Perfect condition. Ah, very nice. Beautiful. King crown, marginella. Another two NASAs and a marginella. All from just finding when I raked the leaves off out of the way. This is elongated NASA. I've never seen that before. That looks wild. So this is an abnormality because I've never seen it that skinny before, a NASA. Wow. I have to save that. Oh, here is a button snail. King crown has a hole in it. Yeah, look at those piles right there. That pretty good 6 inches to a foot deep of shells. Definitely have a good time just sitting there and just breaking away. This pointed Venus broken at the bottom. Here's a king crown. Here's a thick lip drill. NASA. King crown. My cup's getting full. That's good. Get to switch to another cup. 2 NASA's and this worm shell. Oh, here we go. Giant whelk. Pitted. Throw them out there. Maybe somebody will take them. Here's a Cerith. I have lots of them, so I rarely pick them up. NASA, Marginella, and a Cerith. Just overlooking at the shell line, the rack line, upper rack line, to see if anything catches my eye. And here is an aperture sticking out from a Wental trap. Do you see it in the middle? Let's see if it's whole. Haha, it is. Very nice. This is what comes here. It's worth coming here for. The Wental traps alone. Everything else is extra. The thick lip drills, the Melampus, the periwinkles, which I love picking up. Alright, put away in the tube. Alright, let's keep going. Just rake a little. Here's a king crown. King crown. Oh, here's the thick lip drill. Intact. Look at that. Very nice. All from just raking behind the leaves, branches, and that pops up. King crown, a pointed Venus minus the feather, and 2 NASA's that are yellowish. Very nice. Another king crown. NASA, there's a button right there. And then here's a Cerith hidden. Look at those. So they're just hiding here, man. Just a matter of raking to find the right one. Here we go, another button shell. Great condition. There's the upper rack line. What's this? This is a Tampa drill. Look at that. Look at by the pattern. Very nice. Broken a little, but I'll take them. There's a Perwelk and a bubble. Both in good condition. And my cup is full, so let me go ahead and switch cups. I have a spare cup with me so that when the first one gets full, I can switch to the second one without any issues. I don't have to go back to the car. So you see this net that I have here? This is not the type of net you use for mini shelling, because the mini shells will slip right through the holes. That's why I bring a container so I don't lose anything I find, especially when I'm so excited. You tend to forget about stuff, and all of a sudden you're missing shells that you had earlier. So that's the whole purpose of having a net and a container. One for the medium shells and the other one for the mini shells. Take all the debris out of the way. Got a king crown, pointed Venus, bubble, There's a king crown. Seraph. Nope, that's broken. Two NASAs and a king crown. There's a king crown. NASA, two NASAs. Alright, let's keep moving. We're checking the time. Oh, we're good on time. Came here early. Alright, let's see. Let me move up this bag higher. Or just stick it in my pocket. Alright. Here's the NASA. Pointed Venus. Here's the yellow NASA right here. Marginella. Button shell. Little broken, I'll take them. So let's see behind the leaves and the branches. Anything? Nope, it's all sand. Here's the upper rack line. There's a king crown. Two king crowns of yellow NASA. That's a broken crown. Look at that NASA, how bright it is. Beautiful. Marginella. There's a thick lip drill. Third one today, whole, intact, beautiful. Very nice. What's up there? Anything up there? I don't see anything. Oh, I see a button. And a king crown. King crown's nice, worth taking. Where's the button? Oh, here it is. Right here. Is that a window trap? Let's see. Right there. It's full of junk on it. But like I said, this is a window trap. Hydrogen peroxide will take care of that. Turn it white and hopefully get all that stuff off of it. So let me go ahead and put this away in my tube that I collect all the window traps in. Here's a Welk, empty, very nice. King crown. I saw one up there that's pretty big. Here it is. The thorns on a king crown when they're pointy like that. Very nice. Alright, let me go ahead and throw this in my bag. Oh, I dropped it. Okay, come back here. Alright, let's see here. Nice yellow NASA. Look how bright yellow that is. Dark NASA with a broken tip I'm not going to take. Nope. I saw something here. Did I miss it? Here it is. Two king crowns and a dark NASA. What else do I see here? There's a NASA king crown. Another dark king crown. Nope, a light king crown. Let me go ahead and trying to put it in my net. Yeah, I'll have to do that. I'll start hanging the net for the king crowns on the side of my pants. That's why I don't have to carry it with a container and block your view. So I'll start doing that later on. Find a way to loop it on my belt hole. Alright, let's see here. There's a lot of shells here, I think. Oh yeah. That's a broken thick lip drill.